Alright, welcome back everyone. We are looking at, sorry about that, we're looking at another series of 2v2 best of 7s. So myself and my friend Jedi are going to be playing some 2v2 games. You're going to see those, and let's get into it. So our opponents here are this red Terran called Strength, who actually is in my friends list. I've played twos with him before. We just so happen to run into him on the ladder here. And his teammate, Barcode. So this Barcode, they're both going to wall, but what are we doing? There are very few workers in my base. Missing one or two from Jedi's base. That's because I have 3 running across the map, along with 1 from Jedi. So here's what we're looking at in this first game. This is what you call a high risk, high reward strategy. This is extremely high risk from me in particular, and pretty much from Jedi as well. So what I'm doing is I'm not building workers. Now this whole game revolves. The easiest way to tell how someone's doing is by how many workers they have. And so right now, really, I mean, we are losing in the best, easiest to measure sense of the game, because our opponents have 32 workers total, and we have 28. So we are behind in that way. But what I'm doing is cutting workers, not building workers, so that I can get these 3 barracks down, get the fastest aggression possible, while Jedi is doing this proxy 2 gateway. So we have 5 production facilities across the map, very near to our opponent's entrance, while they are doing something that is frankly very risky as well, especially in team games, and that is not scouting. So what they know right now is nothing beyond this line of sight right here. They are, well, it looks like they're planning some sort of double tech build, taking both gases, so it is some sort of one base build. The problem is our build is not a tech build. Our build is as aggressive as you can get. It genuinely is as aggressive as you can get. I have a couple of Marines and 3 SCVs. Patrick's going to go and scout here, and he finds that they have built a couple of barracks. They're building their production facilities, and when I see that he is being attacked, I also attack. So here it comes. This is why we proxy our buildings at 227. We have about 9 units standing at their front. Now we just have to decide what we want to kill first. So it's always a good idea to take out add-ons that the Terran is building. And so we do that there, but then you're going to want to get right in on their production. I see that he's lifting that there. There's 1 Hellion out. And when you see them lifting and moving, oh, this guy was going for double factory off of 1 base. That's a strange build. So that's another lift. This 1 Marine doesn't matter, so we're going to move. The front is now here. This is where we want to control this ramp. We do not want to allow them to hold this ramp, so we are building cannons as well as bunkers. And here's the thing. Basically, the way this build works is if they don't scout it very early, then they're dead. And they did not send any scout, and they did not have anything really that could possibly have held that ramp. As you see, blue Terran Barcode has already lost all his workers, so he's out of the game. Let's see what we're all building here. We're building bunkers. This is an all-in from my team, and it's an all-in that worked very well. So these guys are dead. This guy has a siege tank, and he doesn't even want to try to defend it. And so at the 3-minute 57-second mark, we have won our first game of the day. The last few streams, I believe we have posted quite a few losses. So there's 1-0 for the day. Let's see what's next here. So this is the second game, and we see that we have rolled the same team. I mean, I can assume that that we're looking at the same Barcode. Yes, okay, that confirms it. Nice cheese, he says. I agree that it was cheesy. You can never tell in Starcraft if that's a compliment or if he hates us, if he hates our guts. That's what's fun about it. Now Jedi is saying, "Oh, no more cheese now." Or is there? What will we do? And you see here, this is a quick scout. This is a quick scout. He says, "Don't just don't check above your base." They want to quickly scout us this time. Is that? Oh yeah, that's their worker. They're checking those spots this time. They want to know. They want to know about us. A lot of scouting happening. So we are doing going for a different build this game. This is what we call our number 2 build, and that is where my Protoss friend is going for fast expand and air. I believe Phoenix in particular. And since he's doing that, I will be fast expanding and I will go for mech. I believe. Did he get a kill with? Oh, what happened here? Oh, that's a Marine. Okay, so they're sending off. There was a fight going on down there between these Reapers. So we're gonna face off a little bit here. Here's a Reaper scuffle. My Reaper has more health than his. So we're chasing him around. That Adept, got him. 1 kill on the Adept there. So, this game, we are, it's a very macro-oriented play out of strength. That's 3 command centers. Looks like 3 command centers before factory. And looks like a pretty middle-of-the-road build out of purple. That is a 1-1-1. So we have spot that Liberator there. At the moment, my team is ahead in macro, and this is going really well for us. We killed. That wasn't a great example of micro, but so my team has gotten a few kills. We're ahead in terms of workers, so we are ahead right now. Got a Liberator doing a little bit of damage to me. But my friend will take care of that problem. So what I'm going for here is only factories. I'm going to be really focusing on that mechanical units, which is strong anti-ground component. And that's really strong when you have a partner who is going for a really strong anti-air component. So I'm building siege tanks as my main unit that can cover and pretty much kill anything on the ground as long as I don't get caught off guard. And he's going for Phoenix and Void Rays, which are very good against anything in the air. And this is a pretty solid build. So what I've done since I built my gases a little late here, I went ahead and dropped 2 extra command centers. I should have already put my workers on that gas there. So with that 3rd command center, I've started up my armories, have my 5 factories, and it's a macro phase. Let's check out units lost. So we've done well. They've lost more. That's a battle cruiser that got killed. It's very bad for his battle cruiser to get killed. As you can see, he's lost 2,000 resources, and he was not ahead in terms of tech. Now their Teal Terran strength has gotten up to 52 workers off of that 3 command center opening. Got some Hellion harassment here. But their blue Terran barcode is not doing so great. He's taking some damage. These Void Rays are very dangerous. Cancel. Okay, so there's some damage there. A few workers down. I'm looking at 4 command centers now. I'm going to guard this front location. See, this allows map control since my partner is going for this air army. It allows us to have map control as well. And as long as he doesn't lose these units, I mean, to lose 1, it's not too bad. Ooh, that was not great. Lost 1 or 2 there, but let's see the army value. You see he's down to 85. That's we are behind in terms of supply at the moment. So this is a lot of supply in infantry plus cyclones. I guess he's doing that to face off against the air. So that's not terribly supply dense. This is another way to measure who's ahead in the game. And their team is slightly ahead right now, but they're not taking advantage of the fact this is a very mobile army, and they could be doing a lot of damage around the map. And he's not terribly active. He's playing very defensively, and really with an army this mobile, excluding this Thor and these Cyclones, some of these Marines ought to be doing moves like this. So these 4 battlecruisers are very dangerous. But this engagement, already losing 1 is bad. That was a disaster. So he's down to 110 supply, and you are not going to replace battlecruisers very quickly. See, they take 64 seconds, over a minute to build. And he left his friend all alone, and his friend cannot deal with this army. He should not. He should have run away and run far away. And seeing that they lost that much supply, he's down 144 supply. His biggest problem is that I have 15 tanks, and he cannot deal with the tanks at all. Since they've kind of kept Jedi down in supply. So this is their best move, to be doing these counterattacks, but he's lost so many battlecruisers that he can't deal with our reinforcements really alone. So I have 13 tanks. I'm building Thors now to deal with the battlecruisers, but there is nothing other than the battlecruisers which can deal with the tanks. And the battlecruisers are slow, and so they're not going to really cause that much trouble, given that my partner has kept most of his air army alive. These stores are very good against air. My partner should be pulling back here. But again, these tanks, these are 2-2 tanks, and nothing, especially nothing that Teal has, who's been ahead in supply a lot of the game. Nothing that he has can face these tanks at all. So we've got a creep. These tanks, half of them are unsieging and moving forward. And now the naturals are gone. And rather than trying to bust up this ramp, you should not. Run away, run away. That should, no, no, no. Run away, run away, run away. Oh no. Oh no. My partner is just losing those guys. So we're going to go and try to kill these expansions. This guy is doing the right move. Again, with units that are inferior in an upfront attack, you want to backstab like this. And so this is his best move, and he's going to get some mileage out of these by taking out the 3rd base of Jedi, taking out 1 carrier, 2 carrier, 3 carriers. This tank will be able to deal with those Marines, especially if he doesn't even see that the tank is killing them. But what has happened down here is my Thors did get killed by battlecruisers, and so I'm on the run. But at this point, I have 143 supply. And they have expanded well. This is one thing they have done well, is that they have taken enough expansions, and they are trying to cripple me as the mech player. My units they're very efficient. They're very slow on the whole, but very efficient. So as long as I'm careful with them, we'll do just fine. So we are staying on the offensive while they're backstabbing. This is not going to be an efficient trade for that Bioterran. But in terms of supplies, we are very close to even now. These backstabs, again, they've been their best move. And it's caused us to have to run around. And neither my army nor Jedi's army is very slow. So moving to different locations on the map and forcing us to have to respond is a very good move because these are slow but powerful units. But we feel good about this game. We did maintain a lot of control. Every engagement, you can see that was a really efficient engagement. These tanks, I mean, 7 kills, 4, 3, 14, 6, 11, 19. These tanks are doing such good work. And meanwhile, we are holding more bases than they are holding for sure. I'm trying to be careful, siege and unsiege. Meanwhile, they're looking to backstab again. Again, they've done a great job of taking bases. This base here is a good move. Jedi's taking out that expansion, but they are lower on expansions than us, and we're trying to keep defense up. I have 3-3. Now Jedi is by far the highest in supply because of his number of expansions. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on 5 bases right now. The mobility of these battlecruisers is actually really good, even though they are slow units. That tactical warp that they have, tactical jump, is a very good ability. It's on a cooldown most of the time, so his battlecruisers are hard for me to deal with. I have quite a few. Oh, I believe I had killed one with these widow mines. So strength is called it quits. We are strangling out these players here. This is the second game, a totally different game, 21-minute right now game against Strength and Barcode, and we played them totally differently, and looks like we're going to be victorious again. I like it when they stay. I'm a player who stays to the bitter end, and I would stay, especially with you got these many battle cruisers. Play it out. I mean, this is a powerful force, very mobile. He has his tactical jump again. So what we're doing really here is we're going to kill all their buildings, because that's another win condition. You can win the game just by killing all of your opponent's buildings. And so here we find that they certainly have another base, and it's been discovered by some flying units. I'm about to lose yet another expansion there, and I am down to one lonely solitary worker. I have 67 supply over 15. So here's my supply. Tanks, widow mines, and a few hellbats. But it doesn't matter because my partner was able to completely crush our opponent. So there's 2 for 2. We are 2 wins and 0 losses so far. And this is our third game. As you can see, we did not roll the same team again. This is Kitikatsis and Alex Kitikatsi. So, are they a clan? No, I mean, they don't show the same clan. Now we're going to go back to the same build that we did in the first game because these people don't know what's coming. You rarely want to do the same build twice in a row against a team that might know it's coming. If it's the middle of the road build, it's a lot safer. A lot of these standard builds, like a Reaper expanded into drops or something, would be a fine build to do over and over because it's not a high risk build. It's a very flexible build. This build is as unflexible as they get. It's a very rare build that you cut workers like this, especially that you literally build no workers at the beginning of the game. I've seen this. I ran into this build on the ladder, and first time I saw it, the person who did it to me did not even build any workers in the game. It was so tight. They didn't build workers. They only built Marines so that they did not have to build as many supply depots. Now this guy somehow knew something was up because he went ahead and built the Zealot, but I only lost 1 SCV there, and he lost his Zealot, and so the action has commenced. So my partner is doing a good thing, and he's going to go after what? Ooh. He's going to go after this Protoss while I go after this Protoss. So I'm focusing down this Adept. He's trying to throw a few workers at me. So those Adepts are dead, and he's going to do a thing. He's going to try to drill through. If you click on minerals past my guys, they will do this. Your workers will do this. But I have so many Marines. I have 7 Marines. And that means his workers all die. So he now has 1 worker. So while he will get out these 2 stalkers, let's see if my... Oh, good job out of Jedi. Took out that pylon, so nothing is building. But these Zealots, this is the key unit here. This pylon, or I'm sorry, this photon cannon is the key. Okay, so meanwhile, I did do a run by, and I'm going after these stalkers. Got a few more worker kills. This guy's lost a lot, this blue Protoss. And we have each taken a partner here to try to take out. Red Protoss trying to drop shield batteries. I'm playing this game of repair. Send one Marine up at a time to try to take care of these stalkers. It's going to be just some move and shoot antics. We're just going to chase these stalkers. They are considerably faster. Move speed of 4.13 versus 3.15. Here's the thing, if they back up all the way to their mineral line as they did, then I can just kill workers. And so then I can just right click on this guy. And it's very hard to move and shoot in an efficient way. And so now he has nothing. This pylon's not in range to power that gateway, so that pylon's going to come down. Now I'm going to run away because my partner has need of help. This is a hold out of Kitikatsu's. But with Marine support, we should be able to do some damage. He has a lot of stalkers. He has 6 stalkers and an immortal. This is a really powerful unit here. Damage 20 against any unit versus armor 50. So I scan there. We're going to try to engage. Not only are these stalkers faster, they have longer range. So their range is 6 as opposed to a range 5 from a Marine. We took out that cyber core, so he's going to have to build another one so that he can make more stalkers. He is fully saturated. I am making my 3rd command center. I don't believe Jedi has not yet expanded, even though he has 1,300 minerals. So I'm going to go and make sure that the blue Protoss is not mining, and I kill all but one, oh wait, all but 2 of his units. Now 1 left still. So this guy is looking to get an Oracle out so he can go do some damage. Now it's going to be impossible pretty much to break up this ramp. This Protoss uncharacteristically is not building a sentry. A sentry can build a force field and just hold this ramp for, something like 8 seconds at a time. So he can't do that indefinitely unless he built something like 7 sentries or something like that. But he can hold this ramp. These units are very powerful, and having 2 immortals is really powerful at this stage of the game. But we can't slow him down, and so what we really need to do right now is to slow him down. So I see that he's going to do this move here and try to get out to attack us. So again, I'm going to do this move where if you want to go down there and try to do some damage, I will take out as many of your workers as I can. So he's down already to 20, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Now, I lost my army. That's really bad. He has 42 supply right now, and that is almost equal to the amount of supply that myself and Jedi have. And that's a big problem because he has a tech advantage. His tech is a lot stronger, having both this Stargate and this robotics facility. He has a... Oh my goodness, he lost those 2 immortals to cannons. That's a really bad move for him. That's a really bad move. But this is a really good move, and one that is going to create all kinds of trouble. 17 kills for that Oracle. He must have been attacking earlier. And so my partner Jedi is in a lot of trouble. He has 3 workers. Wait, sorry, no. Yeah, he has 3 workers, but it's these 3 workers down here. One is up there at the top, so... My partner Jedi has gotten hurt really badly. He built 4 gateways up here. Wow, it's impressive. So, what I'm doing, I have built 2 factories at home. I have my 3 command centers. I'm putting up missile turrets to try to defend against the oracles that may attack me. And, in addition to... Well, so first of all, I am making sure that blue stays dead, which is one of the few things we can do right now. He has almost no defenses, and his partner is not choosing to try to keep him alive, which is probably the right strategic move because this partner, this blue partner, is almost of no use. He has nothing. He's been hurt so badly in this game that it would take a good 5-10 minutes of nobody attacking him for him to get anything of use. Probably 5 minutes he could have something of use. 10 minutes he could definitely be dangerous again. And so it's not a strategically sound move to try to bring him back in the game. Now, killed a couple units with my Widow Mines, which I'm using for defense. And my offensive plan is Cloaked Banshees is my goal, but this dual-pronged attack did a lot of damage to me as well. We got rid, finally, of those, excuse me, stalkers. And my 3 happy little Marines killed this Nexus. He's angry. He's got 1 stalker that can be angry at me. Now, these 3 Banshees are headed towards this Protoss base. There's a secret Protoss base there. And since my friend Jedi has very little now that he needs to control, he's controlling these Banshees, while I try to defend wherever the stalkers were. Oh, I guess he sent them to attack me, and most of them died. So he has nothing to defend now. So these are comparable to oracles in what they kind of specialize in, air-to-ground attacks. And so I built some of those. This game is crazy, totally crazy. And at this point, this tech switch from me was something they did not expect, nor can they account for. There's not a lot they can do about it. Now I'm getting a couple of Vikings as well as another Banshee sneaking off to hide another base. Just because they have to keep track of my bases. They really need to keep my economy down. I kind of have enough defense now that they can't do that, especially with these Vikings coming out. The most dangerous unit they have had is this War Prism right here. And so not being able to sneak that in means they are in big trouble. And with that, as soon as they see that I have Vikings like this with the Banshees on the offensive, then they leave. And so with that, we are 3-0. And actually, that's all we got to play for that last session. And so we may be back a little later and show you all some more of this. But thanks for tuning in to 2v2 Best of Sevens. And hope you all have a great day.